You become the greatest martial artist in the world, best computer hacker on the planet, and extremely wealthy. But both of your parents are shot by a low-life mugger. So basically you become Batman. What's up, guys? This is Cashren here with another video, and today we're gonna play another episode 2 of Will You Press the Button. If you haven't seen my first video, go ahead and look at that. I will leave an annotation, and it explains the rules of the game and what it's going to be about. So, if you already know and you're still watching with me on this episode, let's go ahead and begin, shall we? First question will be, you can have anything in the world, but a rabbit has to poop on your face for 18 hours a day. Holy crap. Okay, so right off the bat, if you remember the first episode, I said that a lot of these questions are very... The reward is very underwhelming compared to what the consequences are. So in this one, basically you can have anything in the world you want, but you have a rabbit that will poop on your face for 18 hours a day. Now, from what this is saying, the way that they've written it, it sounds like it's going to be 18 hours a day forever, almost. Like, 18 hours a day sounds like, okay, each day is going to be 18 hours. If that's the case, and I only get one thing in the world, I don't think I want that. Now, if this is... You could have anything in the world you want, meaning it's unlimited and you could choose whatever you want at any time, then I would do that. But I don't think, if I could have one thing in the world, that I would be okay with a rabbit pooping on my face 18 hours a day. So I'm going to say no. And then another question is, what if the one thing you want in the world is not to have a rabbit poop on your face? I mean, there's a lot of, you know, there's a lot of paradoxes going on here, and a lot of people agreed. You know, 29 people said they would press the button. 29%, I should say, against 71%. Now, the last time I did this, I had a few people who were very angry that I didn't look at the comments down below. So we're gonna go ahead and scroll down a few. Holy crap! Okay, we're only gonna do the top 5. Picture of my face. Rabbit can poop on that. Done deal. Next. I like that one. I just get a mask. Okay. I can have the rabbit go away. See, this is going back to what I said. Is what if you had the ability? What if your want would be to have a rabbit go away? You know. What about no rabbits? Just rabbits, not bunnies. Hashtag loophole. And the last one from Charlotte the Queen Bee. Personal hygiene is obviously at the same level as riches, but I would choose hygiene because I'm not a homeless person. Duh. This is a really bad question. I didn't like it. Alright, let's go to the next one. You can go back in time to any point of your life with full memory of what happened in your first life, but you can only ever do it once, and you must live the rest of your new life at a normal pace. You can go back in time to any point of your life with full memory of what happened in your first life, but you can only ever do it once, and you must live the rest of your life at a normal pace. So I guess it'd be like if I wanted to start YouTube sooner, I could go back when I was 13 with the knowledge that I have now and start my channel up when I was 13 and become very popular. I think that's where they're going with this, is that kind of logic. But then at 13, I would have to start all over at 13 again and work my way up to 24 again. See, I'm very torn between this, because I would love the chance to go back and do the kind of stuff I'm doing now, but at the same time, when I was 13, that was like any time past my 20s. I mean, actually, no, my 20s were pretty shitty too. I would say, hell, to be honest, up until I was 10, anything past 10, my life just went downhill. I hate to say that, but it's just kind of true. So right when I hit 10 years old, that's when I started realizing how bad the world really is and just how much it's going to screw you over. So I'm kind of torn on this one because I'd love the chance to go back and rewrite some of the mistakes that I made, but at a certain point, I also see it as the fact that all of the mistakes I've made in my life have made me who I am today. So if I went back and I just totally had the chance to redo it all, I wouldn't be the same person I am today. I wouldn't be the Cashren that you guys love to watch. And so this is one of those questions where I'm just kind of thinking, I don't think it's worth, giving up who I am to overturn time. So I'm going to go ahead and say I will not on this one. 64% people would have pressed the button and 36 did not. Okay. Atlantic or Knights and Dragons woot woot. Some woot woots are in this friendly message is provided by... Okay, whatever. I can go back 0.0001 seconds and I'd be able to know why this little ghost girl is following me. You're freaking old. Then boom, next life as a baby. See, I guess maybe I got this wrong. I don't know, but that was how I interpreted it. If you think I did it, my interpretation was wrong, slap me across the face in the comments. Good question though. I like that one. That was a pretty good one. Yes, I got myself some awesome Earl Grey tea. If you're a tea drinker, thumbs up on this video. Nice and black, the way I like it. Alright. You can turn invisible, but when you turn invisible, people can still see your underwear. Ooh. I don't know if I want people seeing my thong. I'm just saying, guys. Like, it's up there pretty far, and I don't know if you guys want to see that. Now, is it just my thong they're going to see, or is it going to be my bra too? Because if they see my bra, I think that's going to be on a whole nother level I don't want to hit. But then again, you could just take it all off, and you're invisible. So yeah, I'll just press that button. Excuse me for that slurp. Okay, 75% people would press the button, 25 did not. Just don't wear underwear. Yeah, see, this guy's got it. Let's see here. No underwear then. Don't wear underwear. What is this underwear you speak of? Oh, God. I have a MasterCard, not a Visa, so I'm already infeasible. Oh, no. Oh, the puns. Don't do the puns. I don't like puns. Oh my god. Okay. Good question. The cure to the zombie virus is within you, but to harvest it, you'll die in the process. So basically, it's The Last of Us. This is kind of similar to the question we had in the first episode about the cancer, almost, if you will. The cancer question we had. So yeah, I would press it because it'd be for the greater good. It's not just about me, it's about the world, you know? If it's the question of, is my life really that valuable compared to the entire world, you know? And if I'm really being honest with myself, the answer to that question is no, it's not. "53% people would press the button. Good on you guys. While 47 did not. Funking Last of Us. Yep, exactly. This was basically a Last of Us question. Dude, why would I cure a zombie virus? The zombie apocalypse is like the most fun anyone could want ever. I don't know about that. Yes, I would agree that a lot of gamers would probably end up doing very well in a zombie apocalypse world. However, there's one thing about us gamers and nerds and geeks alike, which, by the way, there is a difference between a nerd and a geek, and I will be doing an episode on that. That's on my list. But the one thing we all have in common is that not all of us are good at running, and a lot of us are out of shape. So with that in mind, I don't think any of us really want the zombie apocalypse to happen. So basically, like Will Smith in I Am Legend. I mean, that was a great movie, by the way. If you haven't seen I Am Legend, that was probably, I would almost dare to say, one of Will Smith's best movies. The only thing was that it kind of leaves you on a cliffhanger, and they never made a sequel. But, you know, I hate cliffhangers, by the way. Just the worst crap ever. Walker Jones says, well, there's no zombies, so yeah. Okay, next one. Worth it. I'm gonna die like a fucking hero. Yeah, see, I would have, if I had written this question, I would have said at the end here that no one would remember that it was you who cured them. That's what I would have done. Now, for the actual reference, I'm going to say it was a good one, since it was a Last of Us reference. Ooh, Doctor Who reference! Okay. You are a Time Lord. Done. Done. So done. If I could become a Time Lord, I'm pressing that button. I don't care what the end is. Whatever consequence it is, I will manage. I don't care. I'm a Time Lord, bitches. 54% people would press the button. 46 did not. Alright. Lisa Stoddard says, that doesn't mean that you can't interact with them, so it's fine. We'll let the doctor save humanity. Bye, Mom. Don't say that to your mom. You should love your mother. What if a human interacted with me? See, we're getting into some of the loopholes here, some of the paradoxes. I love it. I love it. That's some of my favorite shit right there. Interfere, so I can't stop a conversation? Fine by me. JK. 2, 3, 4. Okay, I did 5. That was a really good, just the fact that you said Time Lord. Alright. You can teleport anywhere with your mind, but every time you teleport, you will forget who you are. Ooh. I think this is one of those situations where the reward is just so underwhelming. Like I said at the very beginning, like some of these, the reward is so, okay, yeah, that's great and all, but holy crap, I have to forget who I am? No, I don't want that. Can I go Equestria? Just tape a sticky note to your forehead saying who you are. I love that. And here's another question, okay? Do you forget what your name is, or do you forget everything about yourself? Like, that's a huge part of this. Is am I just gonna forget that my name is Cashren, or am I gonna forget that, you know, everything I've been up until this point? That's a really important question. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'll wait till I am suicidal again. Then I'll press the button and forget who I am. Wow. I'm not even... I shall teleport into anime because I can do that. Last one here. I just constantly have a note in my pocket saying who I was. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that they would just remind themselves, which is a good one. $100 million is transferred to your bank account. There's so much I could do with $100 million for the channel. Holy crap. You guys have no idea. You cannot use it for 10 years. Yeah, I'll do that. It'll just... This one is actually a lot different from the rest because this one is actually... it's more overwhelming, the reward, than underwhelming. And the reason why is because, yes, you can't use it for 10 years. But all you have to do is put it in a bank account and have it grow interest. And 10 years later, boom, there you go. You're pretty much set. So 92% people would have pressed the button, 8% would not. You guys are dumb if you didn't press this button. Interest rates, seriously? 116 of you people who didn't press the button? What is wrong with you guys? It's more now. A lot of people wouldn't press the button. Considering I'm a teenager, my adult years are gonna be amazing. That's true. I'm British. What am I gonna do with dollars? You could just turn the currency around to pounds, my friend. That's basically how that works. You just convert it. I'm only 13, so I will be a multimillionaire by the time I'm 23. Yeah, the same would be the same goes for me. I'd be a multimillionaire by the time I'm 34. Like, okay, I'm okay with that. We'll do this as the last one because this one I'm reading a lot of comments on. What is the fucking downside? Oh wait, aside from government spying on you because you just got 100 million out of nowhere, out of thin cash. Hey, I am not thin. I am not thin. I'm fluffy. Yeah, I'd rather not click it. Good question. You can read every book ever written. You have to burn each book after you read it. Ooh. Excuse me. No, I'm not gonna... This is a very selfish one. Yes, you get to read the book, but the whole beauty of books, if for all the youngins out there who are under the age of 20, if you don't know, books are these things that the older generations before you read, and we used to open them in class and they would have this really weird scent to them, and we never knew what it was, but really what it was the type of paper they would use. And there was like some sort of, I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was like some sort of chemical that made it kind of like laminated almost, kind of like a waxy chemical. And so it would actually smell weird. And so books were these things back in the day where we would actually read them. And we would actually have to use our whole hand to actually turn the page instead of just swiping with our fingers. And they were great, you know. You did need some lights, you know. You didn't have like an iPad to, you know, or a Kindle. You actually had to turn a light on, and you'd have to read near, you know, the light. But except for that, it was a pretty good invention. You guys should Google what a book is. It was a pretty good thing. I used to love reading books. So I'm not going to press his button. What is this? Fahrenheit 451? There are lots of copies of books. Lots of them. But what if you had to burn all the copies? Then again, they weren't specific about that, so There are more copies of the book. That's a dumb downside. Now I get to read comics and burn stuff. See, I didn't think about the copy, like the copy thing, that there are plenty of copies. I just assumed it was, you know, it would burn all of them, which I was wrong to think that. They don't seem right when you don't get to keep them. That's true. One of the great things about, back to those of you who are too young to know what a book is, the great thing about finishing a book, it's like what I do on YouTube, right? I make a video, and there's just this journey from recording gameplay to recording my voice to then editing the two of them to editing them together to make the episode, and then from there I have to do the tweaks, you know, all that great stuff, and then from there I finalize the project and then upload it, which then takes 4 hours. So when I'm done, you know, I get to come over here and look at that. I have my own little collection. So the whole point I'm trying to get at here is that these are all journeys that I took within my YouTube career. Each one of these, I have an actual memory of when I produced it. Like for instance, this was my very first video, and it wasn't even a video for me. It was a video I did for another YouTuber by the name of Fortunes HQ. And so like there's a whole story behind that single video. You know, around here I joined Gallifrey Rising, you know, and then I made 4 videos basically dedicated to them. And then from there, I just kind of, everything just kind of took off, you know, everything took off. I started doing my gameplay stuff, and then I got about right here, and I was like, you know, I really wish I made more lore videos. And then boom, there you go, Guild Wars 2 discussion video. So like there's an actual story behind every single one of these videos, or especially this one right here. Don't even get me started. When I made Welcome to the Channel, I freaking cried my eyes out. I was bawling when I was making that video. Because, and the reason why was because I did not know I would get these many views. I did not know I would get this awesome community of people who, you know, although there's only 9 of us, which by the way, thank you for the 9 subs, I love it. I absolutely cried my eyes out because I made so many friends, and if that's all I get to do on YouTube is make a bunch of friends, I mean, that's amazing to me. Like, I cannot even express in words, and that's what that video was about. And a lot of people, I actually started getting thumbs down for that video, but it doesn't even matter because that video to me is by far my favorite video I've made so far, because it was about pouring my heart out to you guys and letting you know how I felt and how amazing it feels to know that you have my back. And so that video really did a number on me. I wish I took a picture of it, but I had a whole box of tissues, and by the end when I actually uploaded it, I had all these tissues just scattered on my desk, because the video really took a number on me. So yeah, that like, and I know I'm ranting, but the point I was trying to make is that each one of these videos is a story. You know, there's so many different, like the Cash Senpai thing. That's been going on since Pet Food, the game. So like there are all these stories and all these memories that I've made from these videos, and that's the same thing that happens with books. Whenever I read a book, I can even tell you what I was doing when I was reading that book. Like I was reading the Assassin's Creed series, and I was on a camping trip, and I was about, say 14, 15 maybe. I don't know, maybe a little bit older than that. But we were on a camping trip. I was on a camping trip with my family, and I was reading it and listening to Avenged Sevenfold while I was on this trip. And whenever there was a part with Altair, Altair? It's been so long. Oh my god. If I got that wrong, I'm gonna be so angry at myself. But you know what I mean. I remember that so vividly. And that's my imagination. That's you know, your imagination coming out. And so you remember things like that. And so when you have this collection of books, of all these books, and you get to see them lined up, you really start to think, well, holy shit, you know? So that's a really good point. That was a really long explanation, but yeah. That's a really good point. I would rather get to keep it so that way I had it as a memento. You become a time-traveling hero, righting, that's not how you spell writing, but okay, many wrongs throughout human history. But you can never return to your old life. If anyone recognizes you, the world as you know it will cease to exist. Ooh, you know what? That would make an excellent Doctor Who arc. I'm not even gonna, like, just this idea would make an excellent Doctor Who plot. And this is one of these things where if I got to be a time-traveling hero who got to right all the wrongs that were made throughout human history, like, you know, taking out Hitler, that sort of thing, that would be a really, really great ability. But I can never return to my old life. And then on top of that, if anyone recognizes me, then the world is gone as we know it. So it's one of these things like, do you... in a way, it's almost like the cancer question all over again, is would you sacrifice your life for allowing the human race to, you know, not have to deal with the bullshit that they had to deal with, or do you just don't let it keep continuing and you get to have your old life back? That's how I'm interpreting this. If I'm wrong, then punch me in the face. But I'm gonna press the button. So the Doctor? See, it's not really the Doctor, though, because he doesn't right every wrong throughout human history, okay? He doesn't do that. And then on top of that, if someone recognizes him, the world doesn't cease to exist, you know? So, no, not the Doctor. So the world, as I knew it, ceased to exist as soon as I started righting wrongs. That's a way to think about it. Sounds almost like Doctor Who. No, it doesn't, guys. Look, Doctor Who is about a Time Lord that doesn't always right the wrongs of human history, because there's certain things that are fixed in time that have to happen. Like, for instance, Hitler has to happen. That is... I bet if they did an episode, okay, they did Let's Kill Hitler, but they really didn't go into it all that much. But if they had killed Hitler, that is probably a fixed point in human history by now, okay? So if you went back and you messed up Hitler before he even became Chancellor, right? I believe he was Chancellor. I think he was German Chancellor when he first started. That's how he got into power politically, and then from there... Yeah, I think that's how that worked. If I'm wrong, punch me in the face in the comments. But that is a fixed point in time now. So you can't just go and fix things up. And the Doctor recognizes that. So no, he does not just go back and right the wrongs of human history, because it's against not only Time Lord code, but it's also against the Doctor's code. So no, it's not the Doctor. That's not Doctor Who. Good question, but it's not Doctor Who. You become super intelligent, but you become a vegetable, unable to communicate your ideas. Well, here's the thing. Nowadays, we've actually come up with ways to be able to communicate those ideas. So this question isn't actually relevant anymore because we have that ability. However, I don't think I want to be super intelligent. I think I like my super unintelligence. So I'm going to say no. You become super intelligent. Oh, okay. As much as I've always wanted to be a carrot, no. Oh, God. Boom. Stephen Hawking invents something to talk for you. Oh, you're a vegetable. That means you're brain dead. You can't be intelligent if your brain isn't working. I love this one. This is so true. There are no cons here. Oh, no, don't eat me. I know the secret of the universe. Ah! I like that one. Who was that? The purple turtle. I like that one a lot. Oh, man. You wouldn't age, but you would have to eat your cat. Well, I don't have a cat. So what happens there? Checkmate. Oh, by the way, when I say checkmate, I'm drinking tea. So if I don't have a cat, I'm gonna press the button because I don't have a cat. So the consequence does not affect me. And now I don't get to age. Joke's on you, I'm part Chinese. Oh my god. Oh, I can't believe you went there. I don't have a cat. Haha, I win. Don't have a cat, but for no aging, I would buy one. Oh my god. Seriously, yet another fucking immortality one. No fucks given about immortality. Yeah, I mean, the thing about immortality is that there's a difference between being invincible and being unable to die. Okay, so the difference is if you're immortal, that means you can never die, right? But essentially you can die because immortality only means that you cannot die from aging. That doesn't mean that you will never be able to die, because somebody could easily one day just stab you in the neck and there you go, you're dead. So your immortality wouldn't matter. So in a way, immortality is kind of useless. And then on top of that, I wish I didn't even press that button, because now that I think about it, immortality really sucks if you think about it, because you would have to go through your whole existence watching your loved ones die, watching everyone that you love die. Why would you do that to yourself? Why? That sounds god-awful to me. So I kind of wish, I kind of regret pressing that button. We're going to do one more, and we're going to end it with this one. You can control the mind of anyone you want, but you can only use this power for 1 hour a day, and once they come free of your control, they remember everything and hate you for it. I'm weird about stuff like this because there's so many people's minds I wish I could change, but at the same time, I'm a huge supporter of free will. I believe everyone has a chance to be amazing in their own way. So I would not want to take that opportunity away from you guys to make the right decisions. So with that said, I will not. Wow, that was a lot of I will nots. I'm probably going to end up like having a tally or some kind of counter saying how many wills and will nots I've done. Just to keep score. Just have them hang themselves at the end of the hour. Oh my god. Oh my god, that is so dark. I love the Death Note method. I like that. good reference there. If you know what Death Note is, leave a like or a comment and come up with a good reference to Death Note that we would know that everyone else won't know. Alright? Alright. GameStop profits off the charts. Yes. That's so GameStop. So you'd be Kilgrave, but with an hour limit per day. Love it. Alright. Let's do a couple more. It says you can, so you don't have to use it. Just have it till you need/want to use it. And then the last one will be, you can help your brother in tests or fights. So why the heck no? What's up, guys? Thank you so much for watching this episode. If you'd like to see any more from me, go ahead and click on that previous video. However, if you've already seen that and you want to see something else, try this other series that I played. As always, guys, thank you so much for just being there for me and for the channel. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. As always, guys, remember to spank that sexy subscribe button. And as always, be excellent to each other. Until next time.